In the name of Allah, I want to speak about social media. We can use social media in two ways. Number one, good way. Number two, bad ways. And I want to speak about good ways. If we use social media in good ways, I will say for you 3 tips that we can use for that. Number one, we can use for finding information. If we use social media, we can find information from that if we have some problems about studying and our lessons, that we can use from them to find its information, and we will speak about some people in our class or in our society like this that we can use for speaking in front of that people. Number two, we can download some apps and some books that for reading, that we can read some books and some books to find information from that and speak in front of people. That for example, if we need a book and we don't have that, we can find it from internet and social media. Number three, we will solve our problem with social media. Like this, that I said, if you have some problems, we can solve it with internet and social media. That if we use from them, that we can find some books and some apps, and we can download that to read that and use that.
We use social media in good ways to get information. Maybe sometimes we have a title to have information about that, and we will search in social media or in internet to find the information about that and to memorize it or to speak in front of the people. Second, we use social media for solving problems. Maybe sometimes some students have some problems that they themselves don't have the answer of that problem or question, and then we will search that in internet or social media to get the information of that. Third, to be connected with the world and with our relatives. It is very usual in society that some of the people use social media for this tip, that they use social media to be connected with their relatives, to know how they feel, to know what are they doing, and another thing. The last one is to be aware of some news. Maybe we do know that some accident occurred in the past that we don't know. We will search that in the internet, then we will know. Or some other things that when we want to know any temperature of any place or any area, we will search that in the internet, and then we will know that.
Social media is a site that we can find everything on it. For example, if we have a problem, if we need information, we can search on social media and we can find a lot of information. For example, if our teacher gives us homework, if we don't have enough information on that time, we can search on social media and we can find a lot of information about that subject. And second, I want to talk about the usages of social media. And number one, we can use social media for getting information. If we want to use social media for getting information, we should use it in a good way. For example, if we need information, we should search it on Google or any other sites. If we search it on Google, we can immediately find a lot of information and we can solve our problem. And second, I want to talk about how we can use social media for finding our friends. For example, if your friend lives in foreign countries, you can search on social media and you can find him or her, and you can be in touch with him or her.
We use social media for connecting with world, connected with our relatives, and we use social media to be aware what happened nowadays in the world. We use social media in different parts. For example, we use Chrome, we use Google, we use Facebook to get information. You can use Facebook for getting information and connect with other peoples. We use Google for searching information. For example, when we want to speak about some titles, on that time we don't have any information. On that time we go to Google and we search some things that on that time we can find a lot of information.
Today all of us use from social media, like from Facebook, Telegram, Instagram, and so on. I use from social media for three things. First, I use from social media for getting information, and also I read some book like storybook and comedian book. And second, I use from social media for guiding like map. And third, I use from social media for being in touch with someone and aware from their health.
We use social media for getting information, and if we need any information, we search on social media, and we download some useful books and some storybooks.
Social media is a box of knowledge, and I use from social media to find information. If our teacher gave us some homework, if we should speak in school or center, if we don't have information about that topic, we use social media. For example, we search on internet or Google or etc. Second, we use social media for solving problem. For example, if we want to make a robot or something else, if we do not how to make the robot, we will use from social media ways. We will search in internet and we will give the videos of how to make robots and something else.
We use social media for connection, and we can get information from social media, and we can get new things from social media, and we can improve by social media.
We use from social media to know about country or other countries. When we use from social media, we know about history, about past history. When we know about past history, we can change our future.
We use from social media for following the lesson that we don't know about it, and we can connect with together. For example, if we want to call our friends, we use from email, WhatsApp, and etc. And we can know about news in the Facebook, and we can get information about historical things.
Social media is used for different ways, like relations, income, and another ways. At first, relations. We can use from the social media for relations, like connecting with our family, all places in the world.
At the first, we use social media for getting information. If you need any information, we can search in social media. Nowadays, social media is very important in our life. We should use social media for good ways. For example, in good ways, we can download some books, we can download some information.
We use social media for news, information, and about another things. But we must use it in good ways. We must use it for searching about scientific issues. And now we are learning English. We must use it for dictionary, and we must use it for downloading movies that are in English, downloading English books, downloading conversation, downloading speeches that are in English. By this way, we can improve our English.
Social media, in my idea, we use a lot from social media, and social media is very important for all, and we use social media for connection. And we can also know about good and fresh news. For example, we can know about economy of our country and know about the world, what happened in the world. And also we can use for learning. For example, we can see learning apps and learning videos. They can help us to improve our information.
Social media is very important in our life. Also, it's very good for us. In the past, was not social media. People send letter to another country.
Social media is very useful between people. And it is very good for our lives. By social media, we can know the situation of our families or friends.
Social media is so important for all. We can use social media for getting information about subjects including economic, cultural, social, educational, and political issues. We can use social media for business and contact to other parts of the world. And social media can help us, and we can use social media for business.
Social media is very important in our life. If we need some information, we go to in social media and search it.
Social media is very important for every person, and we can watch useful movies from social media. Social media can help us